putting in another raised bed here this morning, and this is an idea I came up with last year, and it's worked out really good for me. The problem with raised beds is you're really limited on what material you can use. If you use regular lumber, it's going to rot and you're going to have to replace it before too long. And if you use a treated lumber like pressure treated or railroad ties, you've got all those chemicals leaching in the soil and you don't want that. And cement blocks work really good, but if you're not laying them in the ground real level, and that takes a little bit of skill, you know, if they're unlevel, they really kind of look like crap. And then even if you do a really nice job of setting them, the frost is going to heave them, and then they're going to look like garbage anyway. So I was trying to think up something, and I had some of these barrels, and food products came in these, so it's a food grade plastic. The only drawback to them are they're blue, and I don't like the color blue. But aside from that, they're pretty flawless. They're very easy to work with, and I think it's an ideal situation for a single person. Like a single woman wants to put in some raised beds. You don't have to have any carpentry experience with this. You're not moving heavy timbers. You're not worrying about leveling things. You don't need good ground to set in a bed. Here it is. I'm working directly on sand. I leveled off an area by dumping in a bucket load of sand with my Kubota, and here I'm putting in a garden here. And even if it was out there working on sloping ground, you can just slope them down, step them down like a set of stairs. They're excellent. So here it is. I'm just going to put in another bed here in some of the soil that I sifted up. I'm going to be golden. These peppers are flourishing. The beets are doing really good. Over there on the other side, we'll take a peek. We have a bunch that I hooped this spring, and those are all bush beans, and we got some potatoes growing over there. We'll take a peek of that. This worked out really good. This is a sifter I made. Just fits right over a black tub I got. It's made out of some scrap 2x4s and some hardware cloth. I have some dirt piles over on my property when they had made a sand pit and they pushed all the forest floor into a pile. That was several years ago. And I'm going to make use of it now. It's full of stones and some roots and garbage like that. Leaving behind is beautiful earth, all sifted, nice topsoil. That's what I've been filling my raised beds with over here. All the beets, peppers. Yep, and this has been real nice soil. I'm going to set up another raised bed there. So this has worked out pretty slick. It didn't cost me anything. And getting some nice garden soil. Stones, I can fill this in, make a nice walkway. I don't have to buy any crushed stone. This is all stuff that get pushed up into a pile after plowing snow. And I'll just coat the top of it with it. Make a nice walkway along the side of your chicken coop here. That's like a little recycling. So this is the soil that I just sifted up. I'm going to set it up. I decided to put in another raised bed here because over where my compost pile was, I've got some tomato plants growing from last year. So I'm going to transplant them over here. Nice sifted dirt. A nice garden here. We'll take a peek at the other garden over here. These are all the bush beans that I started real early. We're in northern New York, right on the Canada border. And generally, you don't start anything here until Memorial Day weekend. And even after that, sometimes we have a little bit of frost kill. But I hooped these over, and these worked really good. And I planted these a month early, and they did real well. A little squash seed got snuck in there, I guess. And yeah, the taters, I'm a little behind in the hilling on these, but this is the first year I've ever tried planting them in buckets, and I'm gonna give this a go. And what I'm planning on doing with these here is just let that fit right inside that, and then fill that up right up, and then when those keep growing, I will hill them again with another section and bucket. As I said, this is an experiment, and see how this works out. And then I'll just add another section of barrel on top of that, and hopefully in the fall here I can just take the barrels apart and gather my potatoes. We're going to find out if it's going to work out. Give this barrel method a try. It's a good form of recycling, and it's a real convenient method of gardening, and so far it's worked out really good for us. So give it a try. Happy gardening, folks.